Hello guys, welcome back to another Wolf Warships video with 123 Earth. Okay, and jumping into a battle today. This is a battle I had I think a few days back. Uh, yeah, the loading screen is not very fast. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so it's in the Tier 8 Premium German battleship Tirpitz, the not less famous ship as compared to its sister ship, the Bismarck, but still a great ship in the game. One of the best brawling ships, actually. Uh, there was this season of ranked where there was a 1v1 Bismarck versus Tirpitz. I think you can check it out on uh, Rear Admiral Jingles, the Mighty Jingles, his channel name. He was playing a couple of games in the Tirpitz and he won the Bismarck just because he has torpedoes. Although in a carrier game, Tirpitz has much worse AA as compared to Bismarck, but in that ranks season, the AA didn't matter. There was no CV, just 1v1. So obviously in a brawl, 1v1 Bismarck versus Tirpitz. If the Tirpitz plays it well, the Tirpitz will definitely win due to the torpedoes. Now these torpedoes are classic German torpedoes, 4 on one launcher per side, uh, 6 kilometer range, 64 knots. They don't do a whole lot of damage though, but hey, torpedoes on a battleship, that is new. Anyway, I digress. Back to the ship itself. You've got 380mm guns, 8 of them housed in 4 turrets. Small for their tier, partially compensated if you were to play the Tech 3 German battleships. You get 380mm guns at tier 6 in the Bayern. Now, that's a whole different story, obviously. But the Tirpitz 380mm guns, you can't really overmatch any cruisers. Oh yes, you can't overmatch any battleships actually, but cruisers should not be a big problem. Yeah, they don't have the 27mm um, armor on their bows that the Des Moines, the Buffalo, yeah, the American Tier 10 and Tier 9 heavy cruisers uh, have. So anyways, yeah, I've covered the torpedoes. AA is not that great. I had this game where Lexington had focused me. Oh my, he took away half my health. As you can see, I launched some torpedoes for fun. Yeah, I don't know. My first time in the Tirpitz, yeah. Just trying it out. So right now on the minimap, you have the Atago, the Trento, the Amagi. There's one ship disappeared, the Graf Spee. West Virginia, tier 6. Okay, so opening salvo at the Amagi. Now you see the classic German dispersion in play. The German dispersion is not particularly great, especially even after the buffs it received. It's gotten better, but overall at long range, nah, like you can't really snipe. Amagi, the Japanese tier 8 tech 3. It has built-in accuracy, all Japanese ships do built-in accuracy, but the Germans, not much. But if the eight guns doesn't really justify this dispersion, but the grosser curves has 12, it partially makes up for it. But usually you'll be at close ranges, so it really doesn't matter. But the problem here is that this neighbors map, it's too open. You see, okay, passing by the Kutusov in the smoke screen, Kaguro spotting fast. But the problem on this map is that it's too open. Like, it's really too open. It's more for sniping, but you know, there's too many islands for sniping. If that makes sense, there's so many islands you can utilize. Uh, Opening salvo against the West Virginia. Same classic German dispersion, but but this time I missed. it's my fault, not the German dispersion. Yeah, but as I was saying, the map is too open. Like it's good for sniping, but then again, there's so many islands that you can use to hide behind. So usually you want to go island hopping for those who can't snipe. But the problem is at times it's very open. I mean, it's a bit more open than the other maps and lots of islands. So it's like, not those kind of maps where there's islands and like um not much openness, if that makes sense. Or like the other way around where there's like, ocean, no islands, but full of water. But here is like a mix of both, and it's a bit tough for both. But the Tirpitz doesn't really suit well to this kind of long range engagements, so it's challenging at the start. Yes, as you can see. But yeah, I'm playing pretty passively. That I got one penetration on the West Virginia. Looking at the smoke screen, range not long enough. But something puzzles me. The Amagi, I mean the Yamato Tier 10 Tech 3 Japanese battleship has 26.6 kilometer range, befitting, and then but the Amagi, the Tier 8, doesn't have more range than the Tirpitz, whose dispersion is pretty trash, whereas the Amagi is suited for more long range engagements, although it does have IJ and turtleback. So at close range you can't really be citadel. Long range obviously you can, seem like the Germans. But the problem is the real problem is it doesn't have a lot of range as compared to Tirpitz. Whereas Tirpitz you don't really need the range. A lot of your engagements will be in close quarters. German dispersion prevents you from sniping long range. Oh, just now you saw me switching to torpedoes. It's just to check how fast or how slow the ship is moving. Like the Edigo, I couldn't see where he was heading to. Was it north or south? So I just switched there and it told me he was going south. Someone launched deep water torpedoes. I believe it was the Asashio Tier 8 or the Huanghe. No, I'm not too sure. But most likely Asashio. And ooh, devastating salvo to the Edigo, one citadel at 9 kilometer range. It's about this range where your guns really start behaving. Since your secondaries, I haven't built in. I didn't have enough time to build into the secondaries. I didn't install any modules and that kind of things. So obviously what you're seeing here is stock secondary range, if I'm not wrong. Stock secondary range is 7.5 kilometers. With the modules, I think you can get it up to at least 11 kilometers. But it's around this range where our guns really start behaving like really more accurate. At the same time, I almost get crossfire. I'm sort of in a crossfire here. And the girl can farm me. Behind me is the Amagi. In front of me is the Prince out of Frederick. And oh, wow. I'm making the most out of this situation. And I get two citadels and the Edigo who are showing a little bit too much broad front. 20,000 of his health. I believe he's down to 3,000. Yes, 3,000 HP. But what's good about this game is that the cyclone's kicking into effect. Um, yeah, as I said before, this map is rather open. If you utilize islands well, maybe you can survive a little bit, not that much in a brawling battleship like the Tirpitz Bismarck. But the cyclone changes all these things. As I said, 7.5 kilometers, maybe around 11 kilometers if you build into secondary. Oh, that's a shield torpedoes, I digress. But, sorry about that. But it is around, but when your spotting range is at 8 kilometers and around 11 kilometers, the guns become behave themselves better. You surprise enemies like and at point blank range. Your guns will just devastate the enemy. It's really that good. Like at these close ranges. My heals up. I forgot to pop it. Looking for any people in torpedo range. None at first. But yeah, the cyclone really helps the brawling battleships. You can get up to 8 kilometers. Your guns really perform. It is in its optimal state at this point in time. And it is around this time, if I'm not wrong, where I will soon face the Lenin. Oh, the Kegel goes down to the tier 6 carrier Furious British. Well, okay, shots fired. Believe it's the Hatsuharu or the Kutusov, considering there's HE being fired. And that must be the Lenin. Okay, so soon I'll be in range. The Lenin. And I'm detected. What can that tell me? Oh, the Lenin's here. Turning. Oh, the rudder on the Oh, there goes the secondaries. Oh, and boom, two pins. But the damage is about like a what? 2 over penetrations. It doesn't. Oh, the graph space. Yeah. Yes, 283mm gun. Battleship guns, I guess, same as the Scharnhorst. Just that they is quite good at this tier. Oh, shots fired by the graph spray. Boom! Devastated the Lenin. 77,000 H damage done. And it was showing a little bit too much broadside. Lenin is like, what's that called? He is tanky if angled. But his citadel, same with all Russian ships, are high above the waterline. So the moment you show too much side, boom, there you go. Oh gosh, my torpedoes. They ran out of range before they could hit me. Close though, close. Activating my heal. Right, so I survived the encounter with the Lenin. I'm playing detected by the enemy Furious. And there you have, and yet another graph speed. As you can see, Germany is much better than Japanese, for example. But like A is mad these days. He still gets the drop. That's about 10k, no 8k about there. Oh no, he missed one torpedo. Was too fast. 31 knots. 1 knot faster, I think, than the Gneisenau. Although Gneisenau has only six guns, 380. Which is a shame. Okay, facing out the Grash Spade. Secondaries going wild on him. Oh, I fired too late there, but it's fine. Right, oh man, you see, CVs. I could have survived a lot longer. Maybe with 10,000 health actually. 10,000 more health actually. And I could have finished the battle with just 10,000 health left. Or I may have died, but I could have done more damage. But CVs these days, to the hand of God, even at any tier. FDR? Yeah, you see? Devastating salvo from the Bismarck on that side. I could have survived with at least a few more thousand HP and done 100,000 damage this game. But, well, I guess, it does happen. CVs have happened. It's too easy to play. And so, what does this tell us? Tirpitz is good. It's quite good for a brawling battleship. It very fulfills its purpose. Secondaries are rather accurate. 32 secondary hits, not bad. 5 planes shot down, better than Japanese. But this is not really a testament. I didn't stop the drop from happening. Yeah. 25 shout hits, 4 of them are citadels, 3 of them are on the Adago, dealing, whoa, what? 12,000 damage. No, he wasn't spotted. I did over 30,000 damage to him. And one hit on the Lenin. Yeah. So this is it, guys. I hope you like this video.